Okay, so everything's all set up, hopefully. It's time for another Marilyn Manson reaction. He just uploaded a new music video, like 32 minutes ago. It's called OAUG. OAUG. I'm guessing he called it that because he couldn't fit the actual title in the YouTube title, because he had to put, for some reason, the word music video with two parentheses, already wasting two characters. For some reason, that was really necessary. That was really important. You had to put that in there. There's no way we could have known, you know, what this is. That it's a music video, you know. You had to let us know that it's a music video by putting the words music video in there. Yeah. Anyway. So let's react to OAUG by Marilyn Manson. Kind of excited. I guess, I don't know. Is this technically a single? It has a music video. It came out with the album, so it's not really a single. I don't think. Let's see what it has to offer. Turn up the brightness a bit. Already loving that it doesn't sound like anything we've heard from Marilyn Manson so far. Already loving that. At first I was getting, with that little hummy bit at the beginning, I was kind of getting the beginning of Antichrist Superstar, the song. But that whatever that synthesizer is doing, that doesn't sound like anything we've heard from Marilyn Manson, which is good. I with Manson, I always want to hear something new. I don't want to hear something that sounds like Marilyn Manson. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go. It's interesting kind of look to this video so far. Really liking the sound so far. I'm liking the tones of this, what I assume is a synthesizer. I don't know, it might be an analog, like, what do they have? some sort of a tape loop, like a mellow, what are they called? A mellotron. Probably not. It's probably a synthesizer. No, but this video, I mean, we're 30 seconds in, nothing's happened yet, but it's the kind of thing that's making me like, all right, what's coming? What's coming next? I can't tell. Is this a drone shot? Is this CGI? Like, what am I looking at? Really? We have a lone figure in a dark, what do you call it? Dirt road at night, I guess. Let's keep watching. Kind of Halloween-y sound.
They gave us one.
Whoa, okay. Again, I will never stop being surprised by Manson's voice on this new album. Like, it just does not sound like Manson. I mean, it sounds like Manson, but it doesn't sound like modern Manson. That's the weird thing. It's just so weird hearing, and it doesn't sound like Antichrist Manson. It's like it's something else. It's not even like old Manson. You can tell it's him, but it's like a totally new thing. It sounds totally pristine in a weird way, although there is that vocal effect. But anyway, we've got I guess a birthday party with, what is that? 7 balloons, red balloons, and a birthday cake. So let's see where this goes.
what we wish for. A few tangled strings attached. Pull back the curtain.
I just realized I forgot to pull up the lyrics. That might be a good a good idea. Alright, you gave us what we wished for, a few tangled strings attached. Pull back the curtain, I won't suffer for your amusement. Let's keep going.
Won't suffer for your amusement. There's no more dreams for me to sell. I choose my nightmares wisely. I don't want to ruin the story, but it doesn't turn out well.
Liking the video so far, definitely better than the last couple of videos. I was kind of disappointed by, especially by the sacrilegious video. I was like, come on, this is lame. I wanted more stuff like As Sick as the Secrets Within. This one looks like it's putting more effort into being creative with its presentation, which is good. He's done a lot of black and white ones. He's done quite a few black and white music videos, and I'm not really a big fan of those. I feel like with Marilyn Manson, you want there to be a little bit of color. But anyway, yeah, there's no more dreams for me to sell. I choose my nightmares wisely. Don't want to ruin the story, but it doesn't turn out well. Let's keep going.
You will always be entertained. Everybody shout up for the execution, but nobody would show that face. To shoot you in the back of the head and call it sacrifice. They don't deserve to even say your name.
So, alright, this sound, definitely not a typical Marilyn Manson sound. Although I feel like I have heard some music that does sound like this. So we have the pre-chorus, you will always be entertained. And then the chorus, everybody showed up for the execution, but nobody would show their face. To shoot you in the back of the head and call it sacrifice. They don't deserve to even say your name. Okay, I mean, these lyrics are sounding kind of similar to the ones in Sacrilegious. Kind of similar to the ones in Raise the Red Flag. We can definitely see, I think, Manson has a topic on his mind in this album. I mean, duh, the title. That part is at least relatively clear. But I'm wondering if there's going to be anything else in this song that I can really understand on this first listen that's going to jump out at me and surprise me. Because As Sick as the Secrets Within was kind of interesting because it was about a different topic. It wasn't about what these other songs seem to be about. But at the same time, I didn't really understand any of it on that first listen, and you can see in that video I made, pretty much none of the lyrics really registered for me. But it looks like we're going into verse 2, so let's see where this leads. See, this sound, this da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, kind of reminds me of like a 2007, 2008 sort of thing. But I don't know, I don't listen to this kind of music, so that might just be when that sort of music did kind of enter my headspace. Maybe this is just what all of this music sounds like and they've been making this genre ever since then. I don't know. So I don't know if it could be a throwback. It could just be like, this is just what this kind of music sounds like. I don't even know really what you call this kind of rock.
Put me inside the animal spaceship up and shove us off a cliff when they tear the wings from all
Nice colors. I like the red and blue lighting. Red and blue is a good color scheme. And good shots, appealing to look at. That one looked kind of like he was on a pile of bones. I'm not sure if that's what I was looking at. We have him in front of this car at night. There's this sort of horror movie thing going on, like a slasher movie aesthetic almost with this, with the dirt roads at night and the headlights and all that, which kind of matches that Halloween-y feel of the first bit. This is a long song, by the way. This is 5 minutes and 26 seconds, so it'll be interesting. I mean, As Sick as the Secrets Within was also pretty long, so it'll be interesting to see if it kind of does things with its sound as it goes. But yeah, I believe it was the first half of that verse that we just heard. So put me inside the animal, stitch it up, and shove us off a cliff. Well, he talked about him not being your taxidermy on, I think it was As Sick as the Secrets Within. When they tear the wings from all the swine, just monkeys will be left to fly. Oh man, okay. See, this is what I was looking for. This is a good Marilyn Manson line. This is actually like the kind of thing that I am wanting to hear in a Manson song. Because he's great at using common idioms and pop cultural connections to do really interesting things with lyricism, where he'll sort of fold a meaning into these layers of sort of referential symbolism. So if you know the reference, like what he did on Wrapped in Plastic with, I'm only as sick as the stick in the pig, and Fear of the Beast is calling it near, which are references to Lord of the Flies. And if you haven't read Lord of the Flies or don't know that book, you're not necessarily going to get that reference. But if you do get that reference, it's like a code. It's like a puzzle that you can put together the meaning of what point he's trying to say with that. That kind of thing I really love from him. That's one of the things he's best at. And so we have this kind of... And he's good at joining things together like that. So we have these two different ideas. We have... if pigs can fly, that common idiom, describing something that's so unlikely that it's basically impossible. And then we have the reference to the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz. This is not the first Wizard of Oz reference he's made so far on this album, because we've had that whole thing with the poppies in As Sick as the Secrets Within in that music video. Which of course calls back to a scene he also referenced on Mechanical Animals. But when I think of flying monkeys, I think of the Wicked Witch, which of course brings to my mind this idea of a witch hunt. And so the flying monkeys are her little minions. And so it's like, perhaps the witch is... you know who? When they tear the wings from all the swine, just monkeys will be left to fly. And keep in mind, this word swine has a meaning idiomatically as well, referring to someone who's uncultured and unable to appreciate refined things, to cast pearls before swine. And monkeys, I mean, Manson has a long history of talking about monkeys in his lyrics, so we can't leave that out, what he means when he talks about monkeys in his music. Alright, we're gonna keep going. I'm fixated on this line. Like, I really want to figure it out, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with it, so let's keep going.
The pilot light is flickered out, and all the ashes will be screaming.
Okay, those are not bones. That looks like wood.
No one can hear my last words, and no encore words will say goodbye.
Oh, we have him in like a jockey outfit or something with a goat. I think that's what I'm looking at. So we have pilot light has flickered out, and all the ashes will be screaming. No one can hear my last words and no encore once we say goodbye.
Always be entertained. Always be entertained. Nobody would show that face to shoot you in the back of the head and call it sacrifice.
We can't lose sight of the title, One Assassination Under God. God doesn't seem to have really come in yet. And of course it's a reference to one nation under God. So one assassination. So he's... Oh, I just realized. I never really put it together. I never actually thought about what phrase he was referencing with that title. I just knew he was... Like, I just kind of ignored that part of it. But he's talking about a nation of assassins. One assassination. Assassination under God. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense because this album is directed... We've seen in these lyrics, like especially in Sacrilegious and Raise the Red Flag. It's talking about this big collective of people. You will always be entertained. I mean, he's there to entertain you. But you will always be entertained, whether it's in appreciating him or whether it's coming at his expense. You will always be entertained, whether it's seeing him perform or coming to his execution. You'll find it entertaining. Ooh, we have like a flaming hell coffin. All right. See, that's interesting. We have this guy with a pitchfork. So that's like the idea of like maybe an angry mob with a pitchfork. We're referencing that cliche. But then there's also the aspect of farming, and this takes place in a rural area. There was a goat there, which of course symbolizes Satan, but it has another meaning because they're on a farm. And he references pigs on this song. He talks about taking the wings off of the swine. Actually, you know what? This song actually does kind of sound like what we've heard from Manson on this album. It sounds like a combination of... You have that riff there, which seems to be along the same lines as what we had in Raise the Red Flag. But then you have this sort of other aspect of it beyond that, which does actually feel quite similar to As Sick as the Secrets Within. So I'm starting to see the soundscape of this album coming together, because so far we've had 3 singles that do all very much sound different from each other, and I haven't really been clear about what this album really sounds like. But now we're seeing stuff that's sort of calling back to different other songs on this album that we've heard already. Assassination. Heck yeah. That's a Manson scream. That's what I want to hear. Dramatic. Okay, I'm starting to get into this chorus more at the end here. Huh. The best one that we've had since As Sick as the Secrets Within, for sure. I like how dramatic it is. I think part of the problem I've been having with his singles, his last two singles, is that they felt very thin. This doesn't feel thin. This feels much more along the lines of As Sick as the Secrets Within. Feels a little bit more chunky. And I like that. I think that's important. I'm curious to hear the rest of the songs on the album. I'm curious to see how the singles fit into the album, how they all fit together. The album is out now, and so I will be making more of these videos as often as I feel like, just reacting to each individual song. I assume that I'll probably just make them every day until I'm done with them, because I'm doing VEDN anyway, and this gives me stuff to do for VEDN. But you know, there's no guarantee. I could skip a day for some reason. Maybe I just can't be bothered to do it. I have too much on my plate. But there'll be, of course, something out every day for the rest of November. This is a good album opener, I think. It's a really bold way to open the album, just on this really dramatic song. Pull Back the Curtain. I mean, the first thing that made me think of, honestly, was The Wizard of Oz. So that's a tentative, another Wizard of Oz reference in this song. I'm really curious about these lyrics, because they're interesting, but they're so cryptic, as always. But yeah, that's my reaction to One Assassination Under God. We have 5 more songs to react to on this album, or this chapter of the album. And then when all that's done, I'm going to tell you what I think about the album as a whole, after a few more listens all the way through. But this is VEDN Day 22. I'll see you tomorrow for VEDN Day 23.